Okay. Hold on. I'm fixing shit. Y'all can see my fucking couch in the back. That's kind of crazy. Cause I'm fixing shit. I don't know how I'm gonna want to do this. Do it like that. We're gonna figure it out. All right. Let me send this notification. Goofy, bro. Can we stop with the rage bait already? Can we actually stop with the rage bait already? Nothing has happened yet. All right. You know what? I'll show what we gonna be building when we get more people in. I'll show what we gonna be building. I'm actually excited. I've never done a stream like this. We've never done a stream like this. I'm actually kind of curious how this is gonna go. I don't know if it'll go well. Goofy odd. Now the rage bait is on site. Nothing has happened yet. All right, let me just show y'all what we're building now. We are going to be building. Bro, let's just get to what we're building, okay? Because this is gonna be a tough ass stream. This is actually gonna be a tough stream. We are going to be building the Lego pack. This is gonna be so tough. I'm already excited. Are we fucking with this, chat? Are we fucking with this? I mess with it. I for real mess with it. Who's we, bro? You building it yourself, gang. No. We are gonna be building this. Let me take this shit off. Even though my hair is low key chopped right now, it's fine. we're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's just get it started. Let's just start. What's up, LaPlace? What's up, Lord Dirt? React to my collection. We are doing a Lego stream. You know what? I have Discord open. Let's do this right now. Hold on. Give me a sec. We'll react to this brother's fucking collection. No. We're not doing collections. Am I glitching out? This is what happens when I open a second tab on my computer. This is what fucking happens. Okay, I should be fine now. We're not looking at collections. I forgot to send mine for last stream. All right, hold on. Let me see real quick. Let me know if the shit gets like really laggy. If it does, we'll just do what's it called? We'll just do the Legos. We won't do the actual collections or whatever. I posted mine as the post. I'm assuming I posted mine as the most recent. All right. What the fuck? Okay. Bro really just wanted to show off his collection. We're going to do this first. We're going to look at this guy's collection, and then we're going to start building Legos. Because, come on. I mean, what else is there really to do besides build Legos in this day and age? This guy really just wanted to show off his shit, bro. That's really all he wanted to do. Is just show off his collection. Gang. Bro. What the hell? All right. Let's bro, you know what? All I need to know, when are you gonna fight the alligator? I am purposefully annoying those questions. My team is working on it right now. 2027. That's all I'll say. My team's working on it. What the fuck am I talking about? My team is working on it. Okay. What the fuck is this collection? Obviously we have Full Night right here. Obviously. We got some Orb. We got some crazy stuff. We got whatever those beautiful spines are. Alice in Borderland. Summertime Rendering. We got a bunch of Naruto Urasawa down here. We got some Vagabond over here. Homunculus. Terraformers. We got a bunch of JoJo's. All of Prison School. I think this is the what is it called? Fucking not GTO. It might be GTO. It's the other one. Fucking I forgot. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We have a bunch of Dorohedoro, Homunculus, on this corner over here, bunch of Tokyo Ghoul. Up here we have a bunch of comics and stuff like that. We have Batman stuff, Invincible. It seems like we have a shitload of box sets. We have Real. We have a bunch of Junji Ito, which is always so sick. Full Metal Alchemist, a bunch of Vinland Saga, some Mobile Suit Gundam stuff. Lone Wolf and Cub. We got some Goodnight Poon Poon, some of this beautiful stuff. On this side, we have Parasite. We have these beautiful omnibuses. Attack on Titan, Die Dark, Spy Family, Dandadan. I think those 2 volumes are Kagurabachi. Some misplaced volumes of Sakamoto Days, Kaiju number 8, and then all this other stuff, and then box sets on the floor. Wow. Beautiful collection, by the way. Beautiful collection. Now let's actually get to why we came here. Let's start to why we came here. This is what we will be doing today. I already opened this up. I didn't look inside. It might be fucked up. I did buy it on Amazon. All right, we'll do yours after we build the freaking Lego, okay, bro? Just remind me. So I want to get started on this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Oh. Shit. Nah, what the fuck? Nah, what the fuck? Okay. This is always the best part about building Legos is organizing. We have the bag of all the misplaced stuff. It's going to go over here. Bag 3 is later. 8 is later. Let's just get bag 1 done. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Let's get bag 1 done. Here's bag 1. Save that for later. 12, 5 down here. This is also bag 1. We have 9. We have 14. We have 4, 7, 11. Bro, we're not gonna do the entire thing today. We're not doing the entire thing today. We're just gonna be doing a little bit. I'm gonna be honest though. I really don't know how well this is gonna be as a stream. Cause like, what am I gonna talk about? What is this shit? Oh, hazardous infections. Full thing right here, right now. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. The problem is that I don't know, like, how this is gonna be fun for you guys. Someone like, I know I have the authority to do it. Can someone ban Baby Yoda? Stop this shit. Might take 6 to 7 hours. Bro, you're fucking hilarious. Like, I hope you know that. You're actually funny. 10, 6, 9, 2, 3. This is 13. Oh my god. We have 8. Yeah, those. 7. And I think we have 13 bags. Okay. Here are instructions. I'm assuming these are instructions. I mean, if they're not, like, what are they? Holy cook. Bro, I'm actually so fucking excited. Oh my god! Look at the sticker sheet. Yo, reveal some of the random idol manga lore, like when you said you took 10 years of Spanish or something. Okay, I'll reveal some lore. That's what we'll do during the channel. You know what? Fuck it. We could just do like a little Q&A kind of thing. So you could just ask me shit and I'll low-key just reveal stuff. I don't even care. I have so many fucking stories in my head of shit that has happened to me in my life. I really don't have like I have so much shit to share, but I can't like remember it off the top of my head. I'll talk about this story though. So I didn't take. So Spanish was something that I took in high school when I was younger. I don't know why I took. Oh, we're gonna be doing this thing first. We're doing this guy first. Spanish was something that I took in high school when I was younger, just because I wanted to do it. And at the time, I don't know how we're gonna do this because I kind of want to show like what I'm building, but then I'm also gonna have to be like back here and I'm gonna be building it. So I'm fine with that. Whatever. Spanish was a thing where like it was just a regular class to me, and a lot of my family is like Ukrainian and stuff, and they speak Ukrainian. I do not speak Ukrainian, sadly, but like at the time, well, they still do now. But when I was living with my mom, like my mom spoke Ukrainian, my grandma or my nana spoke Ukrainian. Everyone was speaking Ukrainian around my house, and my coach was always like, go learn a second language because it's important to learn a second language. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I was like, okay, but he was like, go learn Ukrainian. And I'm like, my entire family are the worst teachers on the planet. I am not learning Ukrainian from them. So I was like, I'm gonna just learn Spanish. So I was just very serious in high school about learning Spanish. We're gonna use that later. And eventually it came to a point where in college, while I was taking my English classes, because I wanted to be a writer, I would just take Spanish classes. So now if you ask me to say or speak to someone in native tongue in Spanish, I would be fucking cold. But if I was in like Mexico or something, or if I was in a Spanish speaking country, and I needed to like get around someplace, I would be fine. I know how to speak Spanish. Basically, that's what I'm saying is I know how to speak Spanish, and I know like hola, I know cómo estás, I know yo necesito ir al baño por favor. I know fucking. That's what I know in Spanish. So basically, point of the story is I'm basically a Spanish god, and none of you guys should test me. Eres muy guapo, señor. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I actually know what that means in Spanish. If you guys are curious what that means in Spanish, that means you're very handsome. Like señor is like Mister, kind of. I mean, motherfuckers know what it is. You know what's crazy is I'm actually a Spanish speaker too. I'm from the Caribbean. Bro, that is so sick. I wish I could like actually speak it fluently, but my dumbass cannot, sadly. Wow, we are actually gonna start this Lego set. I'm actually low-key excited. Now the thing is, eres muy fuerte. I don't know what that means. I speak English and Arabic, and my Spanish is third language. See, that's crazy. Motherfuckers who have Spanish, I have 3 languages is actually insanity to me. You know, like when you go to Germany and you meet like German people, and you're like, "How many languages can you speak?" And the motherfuckers are like, "Oh, I only speak like 1. I speak like German, and then I'm fluent in Italy and Italian and fucking English, and I'm fluent in this, and I'm fluent in Austrian, but really I only speak 1 language." What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, no, we should go this way. My hair is actually chopped. Don't even worry about it, guys. Bro, why is my brain blanking? What the fuck is fuerte, bro? You are very non-fluent in Arabic and English and in Spanish. I'm decent. But that's insane to me. The fact you're fluent in 2 languages. I used to get, here's a little advice for you. You're good at a language when fucking you start thinking in that language. That's how you know you're good at a language. Fute is just strong. Oh yeah. Bro, my hairline is chopped right now, okay? I haven't, listen, when I don't take a shower for like 12 hours, or if I just don't wash my hair in 12-hour increments, my hair gets so oily and fucking disgusting. I just haven't taken a shower. I didn't take a shower this morning. That's really the only reason my hair is like this. Not gonna lie, your hair might be as chopped as mine. But look at this shit. Look at the side profile. What the fuck is happening? Nah. I actually have like a unicorn horn as my fucking hair right now. That's not fair. That's not fair. Legos. God. The thing is though, I don't know if we'll do more of these. Again, it depends how this stream goes, really, but tell us about your kickboxing experience. Okay, I'll talk about this right now. Well, let me say this first. I don't know if we're gonna be doing more of these, just because the only reason is because, like, to me, Legos are the most relaxing thing on earth, and this is more exciting for me. But if the stream goes really well and we have a lot of fun, I have no problem with continuing. All right. So I was actually never a kickboxer. I was a regular boxer, sadly. I always wanted to do kickboxing. My fucking stubby ass legs could never kick a single time ever. So I just got into boxing. I actually don't remember why I got into boxing. I remember getting into it when I was about 14 to 15 years old. I think I just wanted to lose weight. I was kind of a big kid in high school. This was like late middle school, I think. I was one of I was fat. I don't manga es calvo. Back in my day, guys, listen, I know I said my Spanish is good. What the fuck is calvo? What the fuck is calvo? What the fuck is calvo? Whatever, we're not gonna worry about it. Oh, it's probably like old or some shit. No, old is like a different word, I think. Bald. Okay. I'm gonna turn this stream off. I'm gonna turn this fucking stream off. Okay. Let me actually tell this fucking story real quick, and then y'all can make fun of me or whatever. Okay, bro. Entertainment District, I got it, bro. It means bald. I got it. I'm not even bald. I have hair. It's just low-key chopped right now, but I have it. Okay, so basically, I was fat when I was younger, so I was like, low-key, let me get my ass into boxing. And I boxed at this one gym for about a year. Oh, excuse me. No, we need you to get the message, viejo. Okay, listen. I know I said I'm good at Spanish. Can we just do English today? Can we just do English today? I don't want to do Spanish. I don't want to do Spanish. Can we just do English today? Please. For the life of me, for the sake of the streamer, can we just do English today? Viejo is old, I'm pretty sure. I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, Grams. I'm actually getting called fucking. Y'all know I'm in my 20s. I'm not even old. Whatever. It's not even that funny. It's not even that funny. It's not even that funny. Y'all just think it's funny because you guys are fucking like probably 12 and you probably don't even know you know what it feels like to like fucking pay taxes. I mean, I don't either. I barely pay them, but sorry, Tio. I know what Tio is, bro. I know what Tio is. That shit unk. English or Spanish. God, those were the worst memes ever. Actually, genuinely, one of the worst memes ever was in my opinion, English or Spanish memes. So unfunny. I like that. Those were genuinely unfunny to me. If I had to rank uh memes on funniness level, I'm giving that shit an F tier. I did not care for them whatsoever. Really, I didn't. I really did not. Probably in this one. I agree with you. They were just I don't even know. Oh wait, this one goes out like this. Okay. By the way, abuelo vibes. Bro. Shut up. By the way, if you guys are curious what I'm making, I don't even know yet. This is what we're at so far. Maybe you got something in your nose. The song was good though. The song was very fun. The song was very good. It was just not a funny meme to me. Interesante. Again, please let's just do English for today. Let's just do English for today. Let's just do English for today. I'm assuming that means like interesting or something. But it's been like 4 years. It's been like half a decade since I've had to have spoken Espanol, bro. It does mean interesting. I'm locked. Brother, this is the worst part about Legos is when you can't find one fucking piece. Where is this found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. God, I was supposed to build this with someone. He was supposed to come in town like yesterday, but then he didn't. So I just went fuck him and I didn't. I'm building it with you guys actually. Blind. Usually with Legos, I use bowls so I don't lose the parts. Was it only boxing or did you do other sports? So boxing was like 13 to like 18 or 19. There was a genuine time I actually thought I could go pro. I was shit. I was not good at boxing. Um, but I always loved watching sports. I've always been a soccer fan. I don't know why. Soccer was never like I never did soccer. Like everyone played soccer when they were like 6. So I played soccer when I was 6 years old. But when the oh my god, so I would watch soccer. I would watch like Chelsea every now and then, from like the ages like 12 and up, and then the 2022 World Cup happened, and I like fell in love with the sport like all over again. So I just started doing that. I just started watching, but I never played soccer like actually seriously. Um, I used to play basketball. I mean, I was also shit at basketball. A lot of sports I was not very good at. Uh, Basketball was though a favorite of mine though. I did love playing it. I also do think basketball is one of the most fun sports to watch. But when I was younger though, I see you place. Hey, watch the VOD, bro. We gonna be here for a minute. We're only gonna be here for 2 hours. We're not gonna be here for too long. I actually gotta go do something because I'm helping. I don't manga. I just read the first volume of Kingdom. I did too. If we can talk about it now, honestly, while I'm doing this. The first volume of Kingdom, I'm gonna be honest, was a bit disappointing. I can't. The thing is that when you have a series that is hyped up to that caliber of like, this is, I don't disagree. It's peak. It's just that it's a manga that is so hyped up as this like 70 volume absolute masterpiece. And I read the first volume and it's like very good. It's not 70 volumes good. Now I'm assuming that we are going to get so much more in this series and it's going to be a lot different leading on because it was very the first half of the volume was very like self-contained. It was very much just uh, these couple characters are fleeing the country for this reason. Then the second half of the volume was very much okay. Here are the politics of this one kingdom. I found the politics to be very boring. Now, is it going to get better? Yeah, like it's fucking bro. Maybe you just said 860 chapters. That shit is 860 chapters of that shit. There's no way it doesn't get better. Like, there's no way the manga stays at the level of pretty good. There's just no way that happens. So I'm gonna keep reading it. I already bought volume two. Volume two's on its way. So it's not like I'm over with the series already, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like the first volume, in my opinion, was a bit of a letdown. Though it was good. Slimy fingers. Oh no, that's a 4-piece. We need to get the 4-piece. Okay. But sports wise, going back to I read it in one sitting. Holy fuck. Going back to the conversation at hand, um, I was just I was more of a workout kind of guy. I loved my school had a gym. It had like a weight room that you technically were not allowed to go into, but I was pretty chill with the trainer there. I was pretty chill with her, so she just let me go in anyway. And I would just work out like every day. I would just work out. I had friends that I would work out with. Um, it was a shitload of fun. I those were some of the best times of my life. Genuinely, like after school, just going to the weight room to work out for like an hour or so. Some of the funnest times I ever had. But I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to admit. Whatever. But because of that, in high school, I quit sports after middle school ended. Yeah, that makes sense. And never got back into it. That's fine. Like I get why. I wasn't really into sports. It was really just boxing. It was really just that. There was nothing. I was never really like a team sports kind of guy. I was like, it was just always frustrating because my it was like my ability to win or lose is dependent on the other people. I would rather 100% lose myself or 100% win by myself. I never liked doing team sports. I really didn't. Though I honestly, I think team sports are the most fun to watch. Not individual. I like boxing. I like to watch boxing every now and then, but it's not my favorite. And then, I mean, obviously, I'm a huge soccer fan, so those are really the only ones I care about. I finally found the fucking piece I was looking for. My favorite sport is basketball. Basketball is always so fun. Honestly, I like regained my love of basketball reading Slam Dunk. Just be goalie and save every goal, then it's 100% on you. No, bro. No. I'm not being bro. I would actually be shit as a goalie. My reaction time is decent. I mean, now it's not. But when I was younger, it was good because I was boxing. Now I would have been shit as a goalie. I am kind of tall though. But goalies need to be like 6'5". I'm 6'1". Goalies need to be fucking tall as shit. Okay, we got the 3-piece. But yeah, and then when I was younger, I would get like scouted by I would like get scouted by like football coaches and shit. Cause I was fucking huge when I was younger. Like, so in middle school, I was like kind of fat. And then uh wait, what the fuck? Am I doing something wrong? No, I'm not. I did something right. I was about to say because something wasn't adding up here. I was so fucking like fat when I was younger. So then I did boxing, and I was doing cardio because boxing's just, this. You're using your abs to spin around. You're using your back and your shoulders to throw punches, whatever the case may be. I'm doing cardio, and then after school, I would work out at my gym and build muscle. So by sophomore year, I was fucking like huge. I was huge. And I would genuinely get scouted by like other teams and shit. I would get scouted by my own coach. I would get catcalled. Actually, I remember this. I would genuinely get catcalled in the hallway. I would just be walking to my fucking class, and I would just hear in the corner of my ear or my eye or whatever. I would just hear, "Yo, play football." What the fuck? Who said? Hey, when you go play football? Never, bro. Never. I never played football. I just never cared to. Um, but it's true. The self glazing is crazy, but it's fucking true, bro. I just never cared to play football. And then there would be other coaches who'd be like, "Bro, you gonna put on the pads soon?" I'm like, "Not really." And then I would get emails from other schools talking, basically being like, "Oh, this is how good our football program is, and this is the players that came from it, and this is whatever." And then there would be other coaches who would come to the school. This is literally me as in my prime. Other coaches who would come to the school and come to me and be like, bro, are you gonna play? When like, do you want to like go to this school and like play football?" I'm dead ass. I could have been like a pro if I actually played. Probably, maybe. I probably would have been too lazy to do anything though. I really just had no interest in competing in sports that wasn't boxing. But then boxing, it was like I was just kind of doing it because like I never wanted to be a pro boxer, but I always wanted to box and I always wanted to have money. And those two things equaled pro boxing. So, um, bro, what is this fanfic? Brother, this was true. This shit happened, bro. This shit happened. I did not peak in high school, by the way. I did not. Uh, now I let the way get to me. I know what you mean. It's like the random 6'7" guy who gets approached just for being tall. But I was just big. I was just fucking big as shit. High school interact. Prime Idol manga, bro. Did you learn the Dempsey roll? No, sadly I didn't. Bro, you know the Dempsey roll like really just doesn't work anymore. Back then, I had to learn this shit. Back then, it was like the greatest thing ever because it actually fucking worked. If someone tried to do the Dempsey roll now in like the modern game of boxing, they would get fucking destroyed. They would actually get murdered. Hold up, gang. Hold up. Tell us more stories, Grandpa. All right. When you call me Grandpa, when you don't call me Grandpa, I'll tell you more stories. Number of countries you've been to or states. Okay. I have been to a lot of countries. Kind of. Bro, the way you're describing yourself, you got us thinking you were built like Gluttony from FMA in middle school. No, I wasn't like I was just chubby. I was just chubby. I was chubby. I wasn't like but it was bad. Like I was not healthy back in middle school. Um but yeah, it was pretty bad. Okay. Hold on. But I was strong. Like I had muscles and shit. I just wasn't my body did not look good basically. Um Number of countries I've been to a fair amount. I remember when I was younger, this is kind of a cool story. I mean, it's kind of touchy because of like the political climate now, but fucking whatever. Bro? If there's really anyone in this chat who actually cares about politics, bro, I really don't care. Um, But so I already mentioned this. One half of my family is Ukrainian. The other half of my family is Israeli. So a lot of my family lives in Israel. And I remember my mom used to tell me this story of when I was really young. We went to Israel, to just visit family or whatever. And I don't remember when this shit happened, but apparently, when we got to Israel, around the exact same time we got to Israel, there were like bomb threats and shit. When we got there, and then the next day there were like bomb threats and shit. They were like blowing shit up in Israel, and apparently, I did not know this as a little kid. So we would be in like the bomb again. I don't remember any of this. We would be in the bomb shelters, and the bombs would go off, and I would just be playing around, be like, "Oh shit, this monkey sounds like." I just thought it was like lightning or something. I dead ass. That's what I thought. My simple mind did not understand what was happening at all. But yeah, I've been to Israel. I've been to Ukraine. Visited family there. Uh, States wise, I've basically been everywhere. I'm honestly, what's weird is I'm not a big traveler. I really don't care that much for traveling, but just the people around me, like, um, I'm going to Italy in like, son, I'm crying. I'm going to Italy in like a week or so, and my girlfriend loves to travel. She wants to go to Italy the most. I'm going just like because it's fucking Italy, bro. It's just tough. Um, but the trip is like kind of for her. So yeah, but I'm not that big of a traveler. Genuinely, I'm not. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. That trip is in like a week or so. How the fuck does this shit work? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's what the fuck is going to Italy also a JoJo's reference? W Riz? Yeah, bro, guys, I got W Riz with the person I'm already dating. Guys, bro, look at this shit. I was so confused. Do you see that little rubber band right there? I was so confused what the fuck that was until, bro, it's like a little pinball thing. You like set it back and like, nah, this is why Legos are actually the goated thing ever. Legos are so goated, bro. Actually, we have this. We have this. Okay, done. Caveman meets physics. You gotta stop making fun of me when I find out something is cool. Sometimes shit just be cool, bro. Sometimes shit just be cool. I'm gonna be honest. We are about 38 minutes into this. Some guy learns about rubber bands. We're about 38 minutes into this stream. Uh, and we're not close to done with bag one. So we might genuinely have to do a bag a stream. We'll probably get done with like about 2 bags or something. I want to go to 2 hours because let me check the time right now. The time is 12:14. Uh, so I'm breaking the leaks on Monday. So sleep. No blue lock leaks. That's what I'm looking at. Though the live action cast got announced or it got leaked or something. But basically what I'm saying is, I don't remember. So we're just gonna go on to the next topic. I don't remember what I was talking about. What the fuck was I talking about? I was talking about stream time. I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, we're not close to done. There are 13 bags in this, so we can split this up to about 13 to 12 streams. That's decent. That's 13 weeks. But I might do this like by myself. Like I'm not gonna. This isn't just gonna be a stream thing. I mean, you guys aren't really seeing what I'm looking at. This is what my setup's looking like right now. But I don't really think the appeal of this stream is like the Legos. It's really more just sitting here and talking. I'll probably do a couple bags off stream or something. We really got to get to a point where like I have like a big enough on camera that I can put things on. Then do like the final bag on stream. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, who's my favorite Blue Lock character? I was thinking about this. I've wanted to do a series specific stream for a while. Like I've wanted to do a Haikyuu character stream. I want to do a Blue Lock character stream. The thing is I know not all my viewers are caught up, or not all my viewers are Blue Lock fans. So I don't know if I should do it or not. But one of the streams I really want to do, like genuinely, I like really want to do, is a Blue Lock character tier list. I want to do a Blue Lock character live stream where we tier list all the characters, and then one tier list we'll do like powerful ranking, like how good they are as a player, and the next one we'll do like who are my favorites / like whatever like just my favorite / like how good their writing is. Those would be like my tier list. Isagi hands down just because he gives off MC vibes. Even when he's basic as fuck, and I don't like flashy characters. Brother, what do you mean he gives off MC vibes? He literally is the MC. He's the main character. Vibes, this is who he is. Okay. But if I had to answer the question of who is my favorite Blue Lock character, it's between a lot of characters, honestly. Luffy from Naruto gotta be my favorite character from Naruto, or Kaizen from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about now. I'm gonna be dead ass. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My favorite Blue Lock character is probably, it's so tough. The thing is like it kind of changes every time they do a new arc. I originally, and I'm not going to spoil the Blue Lock manga. I'm going to only talk about stuff that has happened in the U20 match. So basically all the way up to the anime. That's all I'm going to talk about, spoiler wise. But a character like Nagi, originally I probably from the least out of the main cast of like the Isagi, Rin, Shido, Kaiser, Bachira, like that main cast where Baro, Nagi was probably my least favorite out of that entire cast. And then by the end of the NEL and Future On, they do something so cool with his character, and they do something so cool that he's probably one of my favorites now, honestly. I don't like any of the main cast other than Nagi and Isagi. They're both fantastic. I love Baro. Baro is so sick. I think one of my favorite, honest to God, my favorite matches in the manga are genuinely like go along with the same length as the manga. So like my favorite match in the manga is probably the PXG match. Only second is probably the Ubers, and then third is probably the U20 match. Those are probably my top three. And then fourth, maybe the 3v3. In a lot of those matches, Baro is such a pivotal character. Like, one of my favorite scenes in the entire manga is the donkey scene in the 2v2, where Isagi calls Baro a donkey. That is such a fucking good scene. That is so interesting and so cool. And, like, that entire match made Baro one of my favorite characters in the entire manga. But then there are characters like Raichi, who he doesn't get any attention at all, but he's just such a fun personality. He's like a 10 times better Bakugo in my opinion. Like just off of his gimmick. I think his gimmick of Bakugo is so much better because he's like a fired up like Bakugo. A problem I have with Bakugo is that I hate characters who get mad, but Bakugo is all right. My problem with Bakugo is he has that gimmick he's like he's like genuinely a bad person. Like Bakugo is genuinely a bad person, and he like has no willing to compromise. He has no willing to do anything. He thinks he's superior all the time, and he's a bad person, and nobody treats him like that. Oh my god, I wish in My Hero Academia there was a scene where Deku or any character in the entire story was like, hey, Bakugo, you're kind of being an asshole right now. Can you stop? Or if they were just like, oh, let's not talk to this about Bakugo because he's just going to be a bitch about it. Like, oh my god, I would have wished there was a scene like that. That makes Bakugo an infinitely better character. What's up, Silver Fox? Did you watch the MHA finale? I cried. I didn't watch it. I know it's fucking fantastic, though. I know what the finale was because I was seeing it all the time when the manga came out. So I know how it ends. I watched up to. I have no interest in like buying it or, buying it again or reading it again or whatever. But I watched the anime up till season 4, and I got to an arc where they were doing like a play or whatever. They were doing like a band, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch this shit. This shit's too boring. So yeah, after that I just stopped. But I like My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is fantastic. It's just certain things about certain characters that's really like really irritates me. But like a character like Raichi is so infinitely better than Bakugo in my opinion because Raichi is like that rowdy character, but he like learns to compromise, and he kind of has like an arc in the first arc in like the first selection. He has a character arc where he becomes like a nicer person who still like holds people accountable, and he holds himself to that accountability as well. And he's like genuinely a fantastic character. Season 4 is actually really good, but only towards the end, and then it falls off in season 5 and then picks up in seasons 6 to 8. All I remember is finishing the U-Haul arc, where the arc with the dude that like goes through walls and they're saving this like little girl or whatever. I remember was like that arc was sick, and then we got to the arc where they're playing instruments, and I went, I'm not gonna. This is the most boring thing I've ever watched. Overall, Deku was so peak. It was a sick fight. That fight was awesome, man. And then, but honestly, if I had to give an actual answer to who is my, and then a character like Bachiro was like, I have a soft spot for because he was my favorite character in the beginning. I think his character is a little bit wasted, but the thing is the author just introduces cooler characters. So Bachiro is introduced as like the coolest character, and then they introduce Baro, and then he becomes the coolest, and then they introduce Nagi, and he's the coolest, and they introduce all these other characters. They're all super cool, and Bachira just is brought a little bit less into the spotlight like he usually was, but he's still fucking cool as shit. I'm excited for Fate of the Old Republic. Is that the? I didn't watch the Game Awards. Is that the game that like was announced for the Game Awards or whatever? I hate flashy characters so much. I like a character I love who actually might be my favorite. Actually might be my favorite is Chris Prince. I fucking love Chris Prince. He's probably my favorite master. It's the new Star Wars game. I did not watch the. You want my game of the year opinions? It should have been Donkey Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong Bonanza is my favorite game that I played this year. That's my answer. The Old Republic is overshadowed. Baro's my goat. Baro's so sick. Yeah, I love Chris Prince. Chris Prince is so awesome. His philosophy, in my opinion, is just the coolest. It's like the most interesting and the most one that you can like put into real life. Honestly, honest to God, if I had to pick a character that genuinely changed my life, it's Chris Prince. His philosophy on like doing things for your ideal self is so interesting. It's something that I genuinely do in real life. I will if there's a decision I have to make of like delayed gratification or gratification now. And I think, okay, what would my ideal self do? What would the perfect version of myself do in this situation? And I follow that voice. I dead ass do that. I dead real time. I'm being so serious. So something like that, like Chris Prince is like a character that genuinely changed my life in that kind of way. What's up, Alvin's? Oh, excuse me. What the fuck is happening? Oh, bro. Sometimes Legos just don't make any sense. But yeah, Barlow's probably my favorite, and then there's obviously characters like Mark Snuffy, who his backstory is just fucking fantastic, and his entire relationship with Barrow is incredible, bro. Okay, I need to talk about this. Nobody talks about how good of foreshadowing Kaneshiro, the author of Blue Lock, is. Um, I'm gonna be honest, Overfox. I don't think anyone knows what this game is. I love the time in the Old Republic where the Jedi and Sith joined forces to make the Eternal Alliance against the Eternal Empire. I know is that that game got announced or something. It got like I knew a new Star Wars game got announced for the Game Awards. Um, but like, oh my god, what was I talking about? I think I was talking about Mark Stuffy. Oh yeah. No, nobody talks about how good foreshadowing Kaneshiro is. I reread the match against Nanase, the second selection match. The match is like all about average Joes versus geniuses, and it's literally foreshadowing of geniuses versus talented learners. It is the craziest foreshadowing on the fucking planet, and I didn't realize. Nether Creature 1624 asked me, "How do you feel about 6-7?" I okay. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think the joke's over. If I had to be honest, I genuinely think that um, it's like I think it's run its course. I remember when people were talking about the ninja low taper fade meme and being like, "This shit's never gonna die, never gonna die, never gonna die," and then it fucking died. He cared about fucking ninja low taper fade, and it's never gonna come back. And anytime someone says it, you're like, "You're a corny ass bitch. You're corny as fuck." I think that's happening with 6-7. 6-7, it's like when like Skibbity and shit was out in like 2022, and we thought it was never gonna die. We thought it was genuinely gonna be like vocabulary we always say. It's dead. Nobody says that shit anymore. Nobody does. The new then 6-7's done. So whatever the next thing's gonna be, I have no clue what it's gonna be. Did it get published yet? Sadly, it did not. Another creature, bro. All right, what am I doing now? Oh yeah. I gotta do this. Wait. What? Oh wait, I already okay. I need a singler now. Sadly, we did it, did not get published. You know what? I'm gonna just save all my thoughts about Blue Lock for when we do a Blue Lock stream. When we do a stream ranking every single Blue Lock player on both on skills and on like um goodness, we'll do it later. My neighbor's house is burning down right now. Um, why the fuck are you watching me then? What the fuck? Why are we watching me? My neighbor's house is burning down. You should watch the Fates of the Old Republic teaser. I have a confession to make, actually, guys. I do not care about Star Wars. I really don't. I really do not care about Star Wars at all. Um, I was never really a big Star Wars fan growing up. I know it was like all the rage back in the day, but back in my day, it was all the rage. I was never a big Star Wars fan growing up. I thought it was kind of boring. I thought it was cool. I thought the sword fights were cool. Anytime there weren't sword fights, I was bored as shit when I was younger. And yeah, I was never really a big Star Wars fan growing up. Still, it's only over a minute. Won't take long to watch. I might do it later. I'll do it off stream. You need to do a reaction stream where your viewers send a bunch of videos for you to react. I don't have enough viewers for that. But what the fuck would you guys even send me, bro? What would you send me? Like, truly, what is there to like show me at this point? Would it be like manga related? Would it be like I would do it if you guys sent me like cool like video essays I've never seen before about manga. That would be awesome. If you could do that, or it was like a video recommending me of a manga that like I've never heard before and how good it was. I have one I want to send. I do play a niche game you've never heard of called Reverse 1999. Yeah, you're right. I've never heard of it. We'll do it eventually one other time. We'll do it another time. Because I've just Silver Fox, are you like 6 years old? You have never heard of it because it's niche. Niche in the Big 25 almost. Silver Fox might be 6 years old. Yeah. I think we got that, gang. Okay. If you guys are curious what I've made so far, I've made this. I've made a black box. This is all we have made so far. That has a rubber band. You guys can't like see it. Oh, you push it in. You push it in and the shit does stuff. Okay. I think I understand it now. I think I understand it. Okay. It's starting to make sense. All right, put that to the side. We're now making something completely different. Of course we are. Yeah, we'll do it some other time, though. I'm not going to worry about it. But if we ever did a stream that was like my favorite Haikyuu characters, that would be the longest thing ever. Breaking news, Grandpa discovers Legos are cool. You really didn't have to say that. You just actually didn't. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm old enough to pre-order Hytale by myself or Kickstarter a game called Fatal Claw for $200. Can a 6-year-old spend $200 on a Kickstarter by myself? Gang, you're not helping your case, bro. Listen. I'm doing this out of the kindness of your own game. My first tooth grew in last week. I'm gonna remove you. Or wait, hold on. How do I do this? Channel, please. Remove. How does timeout work? Can someone tell me how this works? No. I deleted his message, but I want to like ban him. Cause brother, you ain't old enough to be on the stream. You know what? Age is like fine. You honestly, but you ain't old enough to be on the stream, gang. So, Baby Yoda, you're gonna help me. How the fuck do I remove this, brother? I'm assuming timeout just like doesn't. It takes him off the channel. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna see if this. I'm gonna see how it works. You know, I'm gonna see how it works. I'm gonna go. I know Twitch only. No, I'll do it later. I'll just put bro in timeout. The thing is though, is like, I hope that this makes it so he can't watch the stream. Because my brother in Christ, you ain't old enough to be on the stream. You are not. And I'm genuinely like very against having like children watch YouTube and stuff. I'm very against it. When I am a father, I'm not. I'll have my. Are you saying that in disrespect or with respect? Like, what do you mean? I just don't, brother. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be talking about. I just said fuck it there. I don't want to worry about having like a 5-year-old here watching my stuff. I don't want to worry about that. So that's why I'm not gonna have someone watch here because like I know I'm not like the cleanest YouTube on the planet. This kid should not be watching me. He really shouldn't. It is not a good idea. I'm saying like, oh, that's respect. I honestly, baby Yoda, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, thanks for the heart. The thing is though, is that I'm the thing is that I don't want my kids to be like on the internet. I really hope that I'm able to like make sure like I'm smart enough when I do have kids to not have them on like I'll probably get them like a tablet or whatever for like educational purposes, but uh my kids I'm not gonna this my kid's not gonna have YouTube. My kid's not gonna have whatever because like I'm really like I'm a big believer in that like there should be monetization for kids. I don't understand the people who are like, well, they're gonna learn it eventually anyway. Okay, well let's wait for that time eventually. Let's not, have it be now. You know? I don't know why I thought of something crazy. God, this is such a weird Lego set. Isn't it crazy we haven't even started on like the actual arcade machine now? That's insanity to me. God, I got so much shit to do today, bro. I'm so busy, bro. Bro, you know what's crazy? I graduate this year. Damn, you know what's also crazy? You're fucking 18 years old. I genuinely thought I was talking to a 15-year-old. Sorry. Uh, I graduate this year. My teacher was talking about how he teaches kids in seventh grade and how they need AI to write basic sentences. Exactly. I'm actually like, I'm a big believer in that you should not watch videos talking about like how screwed up our generation is because it's only gonna make you more worried and shit. But anytime I see a video that's like, I teach fourth grade math and these guys can't add 3 plus 3. I'm just thinking what's gonna happen in 10 years from now. Yeah, I'm terrified. Genuinely, I am. Even though I think we'll be fine, like we'll actually be fine. That's like crazy to me, man. The fact that it's just I never. I'm gonna be honest about something. I mean, I cheated on tests and stuff when I was in school, but that was like this. The work still got done. If I never cheated on a test, you're talking about my grade went from a B to a B minus. All my grades went down like a minus letter grade. If you go back to like my report card now and change everything, I never really cheated at school. I never faked an assignment. I would always do my assignments, especially in like my English class. My English class was my favorite class. Um, I would always write my essays or whatever. But yeah, it's just terrifying to think about because that is like the future generation, and you just don't know how they're going to turn out. Like, what happens when they need to write an email? You know, like okay, I was thinking about this the other day. If I am like working at an office, right, and I am doing my regular work, I'm doing all my work, but when I email my boss or I email my superiors or I email anybody who works for the company or that's required for my job, if I use AI in those emails, am I like is that a reason for me to get fired? Is using AI in those emails? But I still do my work. But like that's just the thing is that it's just it's a lot more confusing nowadays because AI is so prevalent. Okay, bro, I'm Loki getting cooked on finding pieces. It's just the nature of the beast, though, low key. It's The nature of the beast. Oh my freaking god. Bro, these things are so annoying. God, like Legos are like the most like relaxing, but also relaxing, unrelaxing thing on the planet. I got banned in a Discord server, and I was too lazy to write a response and appeal. So I just asked AI to ask me questions that can help it write the appeal. After I said it, they said I have to wait 2 months to appeal again. That's fine though. The thing is like I don't use AI that much unless it's like to answer basic questions. If I'm just looking stuff up, like I have the ChatGPT app. Um, if I need to look stuff up, I'll use it. But like I think AI is just being used as something that it's not supposed to be. I think AI overall, if it wants to be used correctly, it should be used as a tool. I think in writing, in animation, and anything, the best way to use it is as a tool. And right now it's being used as like a replacer. So it's a lot more dangerous. But I'm not too worried. I'm not that worried. Um, I'm more worried about the future generations. I'm not as worried as uh, about like creativity and stuff. My mom uses ChatGPT for everything, man. I'm not even joking. One time she went to a restaurant and didn't know what to order. So she asked ChatGPT, what's the best thing to order from here? That's actually fucking insane, bro. That's not true. Yeah, you actually lied. No shot that's actually true, bro. You can't look at the menu for like half a second and be like, man, I'm feeling a salad today or whatever. I'm gonna be honest though. I every time I go to a restaurant, I just order the same shit. I'm ordering like a burger. That's every time I go to a restaurant, I'm ordering a burger. I'm ordering chicken tenders. I'm ordering anything that has meat in it. I'm ordering. That's so sus. That sounded so sus. But truthfully, that's the answer. Oh shit. But like, okay. So my opinion, I know nobody's asked. My opinion about uh AI, bro, you're recording on a DS. Can you shut the fuck up? My computer is like actually like 20 years old. It's like 15 years old. My computer is genuinely 15 years old. Okay? So if you want to say, are you recording on a DS or something? I'm recording on a 15-year-old computer because I like spending money on manga and I don't like spending money on basic necessities like my computer. My computer works. Why would I need to buy a new one? It was the same computer that Sakuna used. Probably was. And that's probably that's a reference I don't get. We're building this, by the way. L Brown box. But yeah, my opinion on AI is just animation wise, is that if you look back, who's 1,000-year-old? Oh, okay. If you look back on when like the photograph got made, when the photograph got made, so many people were worried about the loss of paintings. Everyone thought at that time that paintings were going to be extinct, right? Obviously, now that, in 2025, close to 2026, we have hindsight that the painting still exists, and painting is still a very high profession. There's fucking schools that still have art classes, and they have photography and art classes. So I think it'll be a similar thing to that, where everyone's worried about animators being gone, animators being gone, when overall, I think animation's just going to get quicker. I genuinely only see AI as being used as a tool. And instead of a season of anime taking 2 years to make, you can have the same amount of people make it, and it only takes like 5 months. It takes half a year. I think that's what will happen. And I know people have like the integrity of the artist or whatever, or if you use AI, it's not human or whatever, which is true, but let's not act like you could say the same shit for the difference between using pen and paper to animate and using like computers to animate. You can use the same advice. You can use the same logic. So I really am. I'm not that worried. Yeah, I 100% agree, but it's getting annoying when Amazon uses AI voice dubbing. It pisses me off so fucking much, man. Yeah, like, but that's something that like it happened and everybody hated it. Nobody liked it. So it's not like these companies are gonna try to do that, but nobody's gonna like it. It's like when the writer strike happened and people were going on strike for AI to not be used in scripts. Like there are always gonna be people that have integrity to do that. So eventually, companies are going to want to use AI because it saves money, and people are not going to want to use AI because it destroys integrity. So there's going to be a compromise, and that compromise, in my opinion, is going to be AI just becomes a tool that makes things quicker, rather than like if you want to look at a job like accounting, which is just a job where you're just like putting shit in spreadsheets basically, and you're not really doing much. That's a job that like what's up, Jurassic Bricks? That's a job where accounting is like you can make that 10 times quicker without having to fire anybody. Yeah, I think AI will just be used to polish animation that's already been done by animators. Yeah, I agree. I remember there was a movie that came out. Um, I forgot what it was, but it like that we're using AI to like make backgrounds and stuff. And there were still animators like, you know, animating over it. There were still animators being like in job, like being employed. There's still animators looking over everything. It's just AI just made the backgrounds, and it didn't matter. It was still a human project. So yeah, that's my opinion about AI. Accounting you using AI is fair, but that's the thing where it's like you can have let's say five. I don't know the specific numbers. I've never done accounting, but let's say you have five accountants, um, doing like let's say 50 or I don't know what you even do as an accountant, but you have five accountants doing 100% of the workload. With AI, you can now have AI do 100% of that workload and have one person look over that AI and look over the accounting. And it's so much quicker. And I think the idea that AI is going to take jobs is outdated because it's not that we're going to keep, I don't think we're going to keep at the same level of, um, of consistency. So it's not going to be, oh, accounting, we fire four people and we have the same level as of doing stuff. No, we just make things five times quicker and we just let the five people work there. Bro, you really need to get a better computer. I can barely see your face, bro. Bro, just look in my eyes, bro. Just look in my eyes. It's chill. How you know what? Actually, I'm curious. Let me look at my phone. How does this shit look? I'm actually curious. Hold on. Where am I? I'm scrolling on my account looking for me streaming. I'm gonna look with the no shot it's that bad, bro. Yes, please. I'll get a better computer. I'll probably get one this year or next year or whatever. Wait, what? Am I not live right now? Oh no, I am. Corporations love cutting dead weight though. You really think they will just let the people stay? It's not that they'll let people stay. It's just that things are gonna get quicker. Um, it's good. Then sometimes it turns really bad. It's just corporations. If a corporation, the thing, what's gonna happen is the same amount of people will stay. Just there's just gonna be more work being done. I don't think, and if you're dead weight, you're dead weight. Like I don't. I hate when people say like corporations need to do this, need to do that, whatever. A corporation's job is just to make money. That's a company's job is just to make money. If you're not making the money, they have no reason to keep you employed. I know that's like the mean thing to say, and definitely is mean, but it's just like it's just what's gonna happen. It's that happens if AI existed or AI didn't exist. Um, so yeah, I really don't think it'll be that big of a problem. I could eat my words though, and then my job gets taken. I'm an electrician. I mean, it won't because it's physical labor, so my job's not gonna get taken. So I'm kind of lucky, but later on it'll probably like for other jobs like um fucking like food service, that's gonna be taken by AI. But there's all like we also don't think about the idea that AI is also opening up new jobs where it's uh like AI programming is now like the biggest job ever. There's gonna be needing like 10 times more AI programming jobs now. So it's also going to open up new jobs, but it's interesting like where it's going to go. I am kind of interested to see where it goes, and I don't think AI is totally a bad thing. I think again in anything used in moderation, it's probably not going to problem. And I'm not worried. Let me not talk about AI though, because I don't know. I feel like it can be kind of a touchy subject, especially in the manga space and anime space, because that's like a job people think it threatens the most. Which I mean, I already talked about why I don't think it does, but um, that's a job everyone thinks threatens the most. So, there's obviously going to be people who have different opinions than me, and people who definitely disagree with me. Bro, I'm missing a fucking soccer game right now. I'm actually kind of annoyed that I'm missing it. By the way, it's been close to we're about an hour and a half through this stream, and we're almost done with bag one. So this actually might be one stream, one bag. I'm dead ass. That's not good. Oh yeah, blood. I'm reminding you to look at my collection. It's not gonna blow you away though. Brother, you should see what my room looks like right now. What this room looks like? It's fucking disgusting. We'll look at your collection. You know what? Let's do that now. Actually, let's do it now. Let me finish this page, and then we're gonna look at bro's collection. I'm assuming it'll be in the Discord. I'm assuming. Wow. This has honestly been a very successful stream. It's a really small one though. But I actually don't care. Okay, this is my thing. I know you guys probably know who the manga soft is. I'm assuming you guys know who the manga soft is. Fucking obviously. He makes a statement almost every time he goes over his collection saying a manga. The only reason you need to have a manga collection is having one volume. I disagree. You need to have at least 2 volumes or you need to at least have one volume of 2 different series. That's it. You need to at least have 2 volumes. That's a manga collection. Because, hear me out. If you need to have 2 different series. Because, let's say when I began my manga collection, I started with Haikyuu. But I only started buying other manga until like half a year into buying Haikyuu. I would just buy Haikyuu volumes. So that was more of a Haikyuu collection than a manga collection. Make sense? So you need to have at least 2 different series, in my opinion, to have a manga collection. That's like the minimum requirement. After that, it doesn't fucking matter. You could have Naruto, and Boruto. You can have both of them. I'm considering that a manga collection. Wow, my back hurts. You know what's crazy though is I wanted to talk about this, and I didn't really know when or in what video or whatever, but I heard that Kodansha greenlit a new project by Attack on Titan. And honestly, that scares me more. Greenlighting a new project of Attack on Titan, that idea scares me more than AI. Yeah, same with me. The first manga I bought was Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1. I gave away all my Hunter x Hunter and AOT volumes to my brother so he can start his collection because he loves those anime. That's a kindness that I'll never have. That's insanity. Guys, look at this shit. Boom. Wow. We have done this in an hour and 20 minutes. This is what we have completed so far. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? God, Legos really make you like slow down. Tecnologia. Spanish. Oh, and then we're turning it this way. No, we're not. We're turning it this way. But when they announced that they greenlit a new project, it kind of made me realize that anime is going in a way that I really don't like. I'm honestly more scared about. Look at a manga slash anime like One Piece. It is getting so like One Piece is kind of becoming like it's getting like Hollywooded. It's getting different adaptations. It's getting live actions. It's getting spin-offs. It's getting all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't appreciate it. I really don't. And I'm like kind of getting, yeah, they're milking it. They're milking it a lot. And I'm like, I'm getting scared if we get like an OCU, a One Piece cinematic universe or something, where they try to do a bunch of side story spin-offs and put it in the same universe. I'm actually honestly terrified of that. And then Attack on Titan got greenlit for a new thing. So there's going to be an Attack on Titan side thing. And like, I am so tired of this. Why can't we just get stories? If it's written by Oda, I don't care. Sure, yeah, but a lot of them aren't written by Oda. The Ace side story that I thought was very good, not written by Oda. And it wasn't, and it was fine. But it like, was it needed? Probably not. I don't think it's that important to read if you're a One Piece fan. I really don't. And it's just like I manga is so cool to me because it is just you get to experience stories. It's just you get to experience stories and you don't need um not it was needed. We didn't get to see a lot of Ace. But I think that's kind of like but Ace isn't like that important of a character in like the idea of like his importance is just like his relationship to other people. Like he is more important as Luffy's brother and Whitebeard's son than he is as his own character. And he's cool as his own character, but we don't really need to get. I didn't think I needed to get that much of it. Really, when I read it, I really didn't think I needed to. So I just like I really don't. I don't know, man. It scares me more than it probably should. But I mean it probably won't get to that part, but like if we do get a One Piece cinematic universe where they release movies and shows of different like parts of the universe of different points in time of like a spin-off of this and a spin-off of that, I don't want it, man. And the thing like but I appreciate it when it's the author because it kind of feels like a lot of manga honestly feel more like passion projects than they do um like for money. They feel a lot like passion projects because I mean you're not really going to make that much money going into manga, and then manga is just the most tiring work in Japan apparently. So there's not most people going into it is because of passion, but it, like when the Blue Lock author, when a new light novel comes out, or a side story, or a new spin-off chapter, whatever the case may be, that the author releases, um, I like episode Nagi was something that was like, where's the entire chat? It's only me. It for me, it says there's 4 people in here, so there are 3 other people besides you, Gay. It's literally, we're having a one-on-one right now. Honestly, if you want, we're having a one-on-one right now. Motherfuckers have to pay for this shit, so you better be grateful. What the fuck? Okay, I understand it. So you better be grateful for this shit. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I just don't care for the side story. But yeah, but Blue Lock, it's like episode Nagi. It was by the author. The author wanted to do it. He said in interviews his dream was always to have other perspectives with this manga. It like it made sense in the story, and it was also just great. Like it was just great writing as well. So I had no complaints with that. But if we started getting like spin-offs, like if you get a Borrow spin-off and then it's not even by the author and it's by a different artist and a different author and it just isn't as good, like that's when I'm gonna start getting worried. It's okay. Stream's gonna end kind of soon anyway. So DBZ has already been milked, inevitable for One Piece as well. Yeah, DBZ is one of those things where it's like DBZ, Dragon Ball Z, I put on the same level as like Marvel and DC, where it's like there's not really a clear story anymore. There, I really can't. If you want to go like in the manga, you can. There's Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, whatever. You know, fine. Stream yet? I just said we're gonna end the stream after I finish this bag, and we're kind of close to finishing the bag. So we're gonna look at your collection now. Okay. First, up here we got I think this is Yamushi Pedal, Fire Force, Zatch Bell. We have some Batum, which I know is popular in this server. Showa Shoten, Spy Family. We got the Fullmetal Alchemist omnibuses, which I actually kind of love. I actually really like these editions, though I do like the perfect editions more. The manga by the same author, Damon of the Shadow Realm. We have Naruto, the omnibus. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what these are. Over here, we got some Tokyo Revengers, awesome. Kingdoms, awesome. The Climbers, great. Neon Genesis Evangelion's great. We got some Flowers of Evil, which is fantastic. We got some Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Got some Blood on the Tracks. Over here, we have this is like, what's it called? The fucking Tatsuki Fujimoto show. We got Look Back, Goodbye Eri, the like 1721 or whatever it's called. Chainsaw Man over here. We have the one like light novel. Dandaran we got Ayashimon down here, or Emiya, Blue Box. We got some Bakuman right here, which is always so far. Seven Deadly Sins or whatever. I honestly I don't even I keep forgetting this shit has a manga. It just looks so bad, man. Rooster Fighter looks fun. Hiroyasumi. Dead Demons, Destruction. Got 3 volumes of Vinland Saga. I've seen this before. I don't remember what it's called. No Longer Human, and then the Naruto box set with. I think that's a Ranking of Kings poster, but I could be wrong. Father Naruto is my Bakuman box set. And in my closet, I got the Assassin. Okay. You got a bunch of box sets. So your collection really isn't small, bro. Your collection is not small, gang. What is up? Shigagika Gaming. My broken Mariko. Alright, we're almost done, chat, anyway. So now that we've done that, you can get off my fucking back, boy. You can get off my back about doing your collection. Alright. We have a lot of stuff to do here now. Because we have okay, hold on. I need to start counting pegs. 7, 8. That's Pac-Man. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is actually going to take forever. This one part is actually going to take so long. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy quiet. Holy quiet. At this point, it's like we're getting to a point because I don't film that. I film long videos. Usually, the longest I've ever filmed in one sitting is an hour. That's usually like the length I will go to is an hour. So when it comes to this time where it's like I don't really at this point I don't really know what to talk about. We're an hour and a half in. The first like I don't even know. The first like nine I'll say 45 minutes, I was in. I was in. I was ready. We were locked in. And then after that, it's just been kind of like just low energy. But that's really on my part because I mean y'all don't really have anything to do with it. Oh, God, these are actually off. Look at this. These are off tilt, bro. These aren't even even. Fucking whatever, man. I don't even care. Okay, we're perfect. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're perfect. Look at this. Wow, this took an hour and a half to do. This took an hour and a half. That's honestly pretty upsetting. Do this. And we're not even done yet. We're not even like that close to being done. I mean, we have the fucking rest of the set, but we're not really close to being done. Hey, right now, it's showing me that I got one person in this chat. I don't even know. I could have 0 people in this chat. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. That's what you got to do. You just keep going. You wait until more people come in. You don't worry about what happens next. And yeah, I know you're still here, bro. I don't think there's that many people in here left, though. But hey, I talk to myself all the time, so it's chill. Actually, we're actually chilling. I'm actually not even that bad. I'm not even worried about anything really. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to while I'm doing this, for no reason in particular, I am going to let's see, what should I do? I'm gonna try to think of my top 5 favorite manga for each genre. And I'm gonna start it off with fantasy. I'm gonna start off with fantasy manga. And I'm gonna just try to think of it off the top of my head. I'm not even gonna try to be crazy about it. Wow. Look, we got gears. Hey. We're gonna start off with fantasy. Alright, in fantasy, I think you have to go with verses. Verses obviously is in my top. I'm just go top 3 of each genre. Verses in my top 3 fantasy. It has to be. There's no way it isn't. It's I recently have been seeing. So what are we doing now? We're talking about the top 3 fantasy manga that I own that I've read. I can't like I've seen some of the stuff that happens later in the manga that I haven't read to yet, and it looks fucking ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. It looks insane. It looks awesome. So Versus has to be in my top 3. Has to be. And I can't believe there was someone who had the audacity to comment that one time being like, oh yeah, I read volume 3 of Versus or I read volume 4 of Versus and it was shit. What the fuck are we talking about? How the fuck was this shit? I read that volume and I loved it. So I don't know what we're talking about, but whatever. Yeah, Versus is in my top 3. After that is when it gets a bit tricky. I don't really read a lot of fantasy manga. So I would probably have to give it to Magus of the Library. It's just Magus of the Library is like it's one of those manga where it's kind of like a perfect manga. It really has no flaws that I can conceivably think of. Maybe there's like a pacing issue. Maybe it's just really slow. But I don't, man. It's like I loved it, man. I truly did. I still love it. But it is just so fantastic, really. Really, it is. It really is. Okay. How is this going to work? I have no clue. After that, okay, we have our top two for fantasy. I need to think of a third. Now, when it comes to fantasy, I'm thinking of a manga like um I'm thinking of a manga like uh fucking The Masked Man actually made a video recently about verses and talked about how good it is. I saw it. I wanted to comment on it, but I don't know. I didn't think I should. I just didn't comment on it. I really didn't. So, but I did want to though. But I did see that video. I was actually really happy because I remember in that video on he made a video about Bug Ego, which is like a manga about which is by the same author and everything. So it's like it's practically the same, whatever. And he made a manga, I made a video about Bug Ego, and in that video in the comment section, I went, "Bro, read verses. It's his also the same author, and it's his best work." So I think my comment or maybe someone else's comment, whoever, probably gave him the idea to make that video and talk about verses. But yeah, what's it called? Verses in my top three. Oh shit, we might be fucked. Oh no, no, we're not. I thought we were fucked. We are not actually. No, we're fucked. Actually, we are. Okay, yeah. I fucked up. I fucked up. I was like, why? I was looking at it and I was like kind of confused. I was like, what the fuck am I even looking at? I think I'm just getting tired. I think that's the thing. So we put this shit in first. And then we put this shit in first. I'm so confused what they're trying to do. Crazy what a Genius One is, creating 4 highly praised series. I'm gonna be honest. I never thought I would say this because one was an author that starting in my manga journey, I never really cared for. I read a little bit of Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho has a very, very slow start. It really does. And I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. And I read a couple volumes. I read the first 3 volumes of One Punch Man, and I did not care for it at all. I disliked it, if anything. I genuinely disliked the manga, right? And looking back, I've read a lot more of Mob Psycho, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. It's in my top. It's probably in my top 50. I don't have the list with me right now. I mean, I'll look at it later probably, but it's in my top 50, easily in my top 50. One Punch Man is a manga that every time I read a new volume of, it gets better. I think as soon as they introduce Garo, it gets so fucking good. And then Versus is one of my is a top 2 favorite series that is coming out right now. Honestly, if I had to make a list of my favorite manga that are coming out right now, it's Full Night Versus, probably Sanda, and then after that, I have no clue. But it's there. Like it's there. So like like one is actually like a generational author. He is a generational mangaka, and he does not get as much respect as he deserves. And I know everyone glazes Mob Psycho, everyone glazes One Punch Man. I mean, not anymore because the anime shit, but everyone glazes his anime. So it's not like, are we fucking serious right now? Where did that shit go? Hold on, give me a sec. Bro, like 2 days ago, I went to the gym and I maxed out on fucking squats and fucking lunges, and my legs still hurt. It's been 2 days and my legs still hurt. Yeah, but he's actually a generational author. He does not get as much respect as he deserves for just writing. Like he really doesn't, and it's kind of sad to see. There we go. I don't think I've read any fantasy manga. Only watched fantasy anime. The more you think about it, the more you know that you read. Again, okay. Actually, to say what my top three are probably are, it's probably my final list of my top three fantasy manga are probably. Do you want to count Alice in Borderland isn't a fantasy. Fantasy's like witches and shit. It's like okay, it's verses and Magus and Library are automatic two spots, and then it starts to come down to manga like um Delicious in Dungeon or Welcome. Witch Had a Tellier. It's Delicious in Dungeon or Witch Had a Tellier. I've read more of Delicious in Dungeon, but if I'm only judging, I've only read one volume of Magic's Library, not Witch Had a Tellier. If I'm only judging volume ones, I'm going Witch Had a Tellier. Because Witch Had a Tellier had a better volume one. But I don't. It's between those two. So that's my top three of fantasy manga. Next, I'm looking online and FMA is listed as fantasy just because of supernatural powers. It's kind of a fantasy though. It kind of is. All right, if we're counting it, then I'm saying Full Metal Alchemist is my third favorite. Yeah, it's my third favorite. I just haven't read it in so long. When I haven't read a manga in so long, I kind of just automatically assume that it's not as good as I remember. For no reason. Making sure. Now I'm gonna do my top three romances. So automatic number one is Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Honestly, oh, this is tricky actually. Because I've read so many more romances recently and they've been so good. Fragrant Flower, easily. After that, Blue Box, easily. Those are my top two. After that, bro, it's tricky. Because after that, you have a manga like Veil, which is one of the most creative manga that I've ever read in my entire life. Just the layout for it is so fucking creative. And then you have a manga like Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, which is just incredibly like one of the most cozy reads I've ever read. And then you have a manga like if you want to call it Zom 100 as a romance, but it's not. It's better, but it's not as good as a romance. It's not as good of a romance. So I'm not gonna count it. And then you have a manga like fucking what's it called? You have a manga like I'm actually blanking on the name. My Love Story, which is just very funny and very endearing, though I've only read two volumes. And there's manga like Kaguya-sama, which is really creative, even though it falls off in a couple arcs. It's super creative. You have a manga like Horimiya, which is just classic fun. There's nothing really to it. Wait, what the hell? Okay, wait. I'm putting something on. For me, it's one Toradora, two Kaguya, three Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl Senpai. Those are fair. I hear Bunny Girl Senpai is a lot deeper than people give them credit for. And people, when I mean people, I mean me. Okay, that's in there now. Okay, I'm confused what they're asking me to do. Okay. The instructions literally tell me to take this thing off. Weird instruction there. What? Oh, I was confused for a second. I don't know why. Oh, this is just a thing. This is a holder. This is used as a holder. Okay, so this is safe for later. Um, wow. So I just flipped the page, and that is bag one. I have finished bag one. We have made this. It spins. If you're curious, you guys can't see it. It's like a spring thing. You like push this in, and it spins like this. That is so sick. Hold on. Okay, let me answer these final. Oh my god, that is so cool. You guys can't see it very well, but that is so cool. We might do bag two on stream, or I might just do bag two right now. When you going to go to Italy or something, somewhere in Europe, or did you already go? I'm going on Friday, so there's not going to be a stream tomorrow. I'm going to try to film a video between now and Friday, so that you guys aren't starved, because I haven't made a video in a while. The manga log is still going to come out this month. I'll probably do a video talking about the best manga I read all year. And I want to do a video. I want to do something a bit different, do some IRL content. I really try to separate my life and this channel a lot. I'm not going to do like a vlog in Italy. That would be fun, but I'm not going to. And I want to do a different video where I do like a manga log, but it's a log of everything that I did that wasn't manga. So it would basically be ranking everything that I experienced. That's like movies, TVs, books, albums, whatever. But it's all on one list. Y'all are getting the secret information. I'm not going to mention it besides right now. I'm not going to mention it any other time besides now. So you two, y'all are getting the new information. So I'll probably do a video like that around the end of this month. And then I still want to do a video talking about a bunch of predictions I have for manga. I'll probably do it as like a 2026 prediction. So for 2026, here are my predictions for what'll come out, what'll happen with manga, what are the developments, whatever the case may be. That's my plan for the next couple of, I guess, weeks, or I guess the next month or so. Thank you guys for being here, bro. Thank you too. W stream, we got to end it right now. This is a bit of a different one. I just built some Legos. It won't be like this every time. We won't just be building Legos every single stream now. The next stream will probably either be this, or we'll be doing the what's it called? We'll be doing the we'll be doing a Blue Lock tier list. By the way, if you miss my videos, if you want to, I'm starting to upload a little bit more on my second channel. It's called the Boxler. I'll whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Blue Lock character tier list. It's called the Boxler. It's about soccer and shit. So if you want to watch more of me, but you don't really care about the manga aspect, you can watch that. If you want. It don't matter. But I have a second channel if you guys care. So. Why did that sound so sad? I have a second channel, but I know you guys don't care that much. All right, brother, that's not what I mean. But you know what I mean. Like I don't expect any of you to really care about the second channel, because it isn't about manga. So like I understand if you don't, whatever. I'm gonna go now. I'm probably gonna go take a shit. See y'all when I probably like in the next like whatever the next video is, and then like in the next 2 weeks or so. Second salute. All right, end stream now.